Welcome to Food. Today we'll be making an easily scalable, super cheap, super filling dish for your game nights called Garbage Chicken. For this you're going to need chicken, butter, creamy soup, stuffing. Make sure your chicken is cooked and shredded nicely. You may ask yourself, where can my lazy get chicken like this? Your local deli should have rotisserie chicken in regular and less salt versions. Now, back to it. One rotisserie chicken is usually around $5 to $7 and gives you a little over a pound of chickeny goodness. You could also just, cook your own chicken, then save more money. These chicken quarters, they were on sale for 39 cents a pound. On sale again, not normal price. Super cheap, but then, you gotta cook them, and that's a different episode. Then we come to the other ingredients. You're gonna need your stuffing mix, you're gonna need a can of soup, but not this kind. You wanna make sure it's a creamy kind of soup, like cream of celery, cream of mushroom. Also, stick of butter. So here's where we get to the part where this is easily scalable. This recipe will feed roughly 4 people, unless they have the appetite of a small Barovian village like I do, and then you could probably get 3 people per recipe. I have a giant 8-quart crock pot, and I've been able to triple this recipe. If you want to double the recipe, just times 2 everything. 2 chickens, 2 stuffings, 2 butter, 2 soup. If you want to triple the recipe, you're gonna triple everything. Triple the chicken amount, triple the butter, triple the soup, triple the stuffing. I've not been able to get more than tripling this recipe out of my 8-quart crock pot. And to be honest, it gets kind of crunchy but also soggy in bits. But we're talking about cheap food here on large scales, something that's going to fill people's bellies. And hopefully they're going to be having snacks and sodas and whatever else they're doing at game night anyhow. So, triple the recipe, double the recipe, single the recipe, and then just think a single recipe is 3 or 4 grown adults versions of food. Let's go back to that rotisserie chicken. Let's say we got the rotisserie chicken, we took it home, we shredded it, and now we have this. This is really enough for 3 recipes worth of garbage chicken. Remember, 3 is enough for 9 to 12 adults. If you have less than that, you could use 2, which would be enough for 6 to 8 adults. And if you don't have that many folks coming over, you could always use 1. That will give you enough for between 3 and 4 grown adults. We are going to focus on a 1 chicken portion serving 3 to 4 adults. First of all, get your chicken in the crock pot. Keep in mind, as we go through this recipe, it's not going to look like the crock pot is very full because we are doing a single portion for 3 to 4 grown adults. And this is where the butter creeps in with some help. Now we're going to have to get that crock pot into its base, turn it on, and then get it on high so that butter will melt. Or, if you're lazy like me, you can just microwave the butter and make the whole process like 30 minutes faster. Be careful, because that bowl is gonna be hot. Next up on the list, can of creamy soup. No water needed. Just add it right in there with the butter and the chicken and give it a nice good stir. Then, grab your stuffing. That's it. You don't need any extra spices, no peppers, no salts, no coriander or cumin or cayenne. Just 4 ingredients, super simple, super easy. Just pour it on in there and kind of give it a little flatten it out kind of deal. Make sure your lid is on so the steam stays inside. Clamp it down if you got the clamps. Otherwise, you can make sure it's on high and walk away. That's it, simple. 40 minutes later, you should see some steam under the lid. This is going to go for a total of 2 hours on high. Another 40 minutes later, you should see even more steam and maybe even some bubbling up around the sides. Another 40 minutes brings us to the 2-hour mark, and our garbage chicken is complete. Watch out for the steam, but let your lid drain off into the garbage chicken. You should hear some nice sizzling at this point. Go ahead and take a peek. Should look golden brown and delicious, with just a little bit of extra crispiness around the sides where the ceramic touches the garbage chicken. Give it a stir and set your temperature from high to low. That'll keep it warm while you wait to ingest this delicious concoction. You do want to give it a few minutes for that butter and that creamy soup to go ahead and soak into the stuffing that is there, and also to let the chicken reabsorb and almost rest like a steak would. Not that this is going to be as good as a steak, but hey, we're talking garbage chicken here. Now, while you don't need any extra spices when you're making garbage chicken, I do enjoy some hot sauce. I prefer Cholula just for a little tiny bit of heat. Some people like Frank's, some people like the green stuff. That's all up to you. All that's left now is to eat it. If you made this recipe, please let us know what you think about it in the description below. We hope you enjoyed this episode. We plan on doing more game night cooking shows, as well as an eclectic mix of D&D based short videos. Feel free to check out our channel description for more information on what's coming soon. This is Chris from Fables and Flagons, signing off.